Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to say good morning to all of you and welcome you. Some of our very wonderful, distinguished guests are already arriving. I'd like to welcome here the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Abuja, Professor Philip Afaha, is here with us. I'd like to welcome you. Representing the DGDSS, Mr. Taiwo Olajide is also here. You're welcome. And from the British Embassy, the National Crime Agency, Mr. Mark Hamilton, is also here with us. Mr. Mark Hamilton, you're welcome. The head National Central Bureau, Abuja Interpol, CP Stanley Ude, Commissioner of Police, he's here with us. Let me welcome the Chief Judge, Federal High Court Justice Inyako. His representative is here with us. We'd like to welcome you. The music can continue to flow as we have a lot of those names. We'll continue to welcome them and say you're welcome to this very, very special day. would like to welcome the chairman and the chief executive of NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa. He's here with us, always prompt, always on time, dedicated, dynamic, and very visionary. Chairman, we welcome you. I'd like to also welcome the directors of the agency that are ensuring that the fight against illicit drug is successful. Mrs. Victoria I. Uegbase, MNI, Director, DPRS, is here with us. I'd like to welcome you. Bashir Samuel Gazama, Director, DOGI, is also here. Mr. Haruna K. Kwetishe, Director, Proceeds of Crime Management, I'd like to welcome you. Mr. Femi Babafemi, Director of Media and Advocacy, he's the Chief MC today. I welcome you. Epeso Ezekiel Ngale, Director DTS, Ibrahim Abdul, Director DAFI, Ahmed Suleiman Ningi, Director Special Duty and Strike Force, they're all here. Malami Mohammed Sokoto, FSI, Director Internal Affairs, and Sunday Drambi Zirangi, Director Intelligence. All of these amazing, hard-working directors providing the needed support for the Chairman, Chief Executive, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, to do his job excellently. Let me welcome, representing the DG NAFDAC, Dr. Abubakar. You're welcome, sir. And our guest speaker today, Dr. Adedeji Dokun, is also here in the room. PCSA is representing the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Haliru S. Shuaibu, Ambassador, representing Masjid National Mosque, Chief Imam, is here with us. Mr. Quirect Bloquet, French Drug Attaché, is here with us. Let me also welcome the Ambassador of Côte d'Ivoire, His Excellency Gonefe Moussa, Ambassador, Deputy Permanent Representative to ECOWAS. They are all welcome. We're still expecting them around 11 o'clock this morning. This event will be officially on. But for your time and your patience, we say thank you very much. You're welcome. I'd like to welcome here one of Nigeria's finest, Otumba Olusegun Runshewe. I love to call him Nigeria's #1 tourism marketer. You're welcome. Also here is DCGN Chinyere Obijuru, Director of Training and Manpower Development, NDLEA. Also here, Mr. Lawan Hamisu MNI, Director Administration and Establishment. Ambassador Umar Bashir, representing the DG NIA. His Royal Majesty Abdulrazak Sani Issa Koto is also here with us. Assistant Commandant General AI Pedro, representing the CG, the Nigerian Civil Defense Corps. And then let me welcome here the Director General of the Voice of Nigeria, Mr. Osita Okechukwu. You're welcome. We'd like to also welcome here the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Dr. Ngozi Onwudiwe, represented here by the Director of Public Communication, Mr. Sunday Baba. I welcome you, sir. Dr. Abubakar Jimo is representing the Director General of NAFDAC. You're welcome. The National Coordinator for the Center for Intervention, which is actually focused on poverty alleviation and prevention of social vices in Nigeria, by Sir James Nguli, the National Coordinator, is here with us, so you're welcome. We'd like to welcome Chief Nike Okundaye of Nike Art Gallery, a pride indeed to the nation, artist to the core, even in dressing. Chief Barrister Success Obioma, Akara Ugo of Mbise is here with us. Right Honorable Ben Carlo, representing Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. I'd like to welcome the Executive Secretary of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Mr. James David Lalu. He's here with us. You're welcome. I also like to welcome here the former chair of the EFCC, Dr. Farida Waziri OFR, here with us. We welcome you. Let me welcome Hussaini Akila Bangshika MNI, Director News, Radio Nigeria, representing the Director General. Dennis Okoro, Director MTN Foundation, representing the Chairman, MTN Foundation. Honorable Okeya Reginald, MTN Foundation, Director, you're welcome. Odwayo Soya, Executive Secretary, MTN Foundation, you're all welcome. I'd like to welcome the former Chairman of NDLEA, the former and retired Inspector General of Police, O.O. Novo, here with us. His Royal Majesty, Dr. Ado Ibrahim C.O.N. Ohinoyi Ebiraland, Vice President, Kogi State Council of Chiefs, Vice President General Jamatu Nasri Islam, Coordinator North Central Northern Traditional Rulers Council of Nigeria. Your Royal Majesty, you're welcome. Echeku Israel, Assistant Director of Planning, Federal Ministry of Aviation, representing Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Aviation. The Emir of Kefi, Dr. Shehu Chingo Yamusa is here. Your Royal Majesty will welcome you. And His Royal Majesty, I've said this earlier, Dr. Ado Ibrahim C.O.N. Ohinoyi of Ebiraland, you're welcome, Your Royal Majesty. Again, we want to say welcome to all of you. As you arrive and taking your seats, we welcome you. In no time, we will be starting this event. As I welcome here, Mr. Chuks Akamadu, President Sirani, and also here with us, the Corps Marshal, Federal Road Safety Corps, Dauda Ali Bill, FCNA, CPA, MPUM. I welcome you, sir. You're welcome. Ifeanyiwa Ekwozo, Mrs. Federal Minister of Finance, representing the Permanent Secretary. The NDLA band. Well done, the NDLA band. The very first time you have a wonderful musical group like this in 32 years. And the music you're playing is quite instructive. The guys there are beyond guitar boys. These are saxophone and drum boys putting together amazing melody this morning. Can we put our hands together for the NDLA band, please? Thank you. I'd like to welcome here the National Secretary of Nigeria Initiative for Youth Support Foundation, Honorable Felix I. Idowu. You're welcome, Right Honorable Sunday Adekpoju. The Postmaster General of the Federation is here. We welcome you. His Royal Majesty Oba Olusegun Ayeni Olujumi of Ijumu Kingdom is here. Abare Rosaline, representing the DG NAPTIP. And then I'd like to welcome Mr. Oliver Stolpe, UNODC country representative. He's here in our midst. Daryl Odiaka Olufisayo, focal person of FMBMP, is here. His Excellency Ambassador Timlaw Budven Nkem, patron Serami, is also here with us. You're welcome. I love what you're doing, the band. You can continue. You can continue what you're doing. Okay, Gas Brigade, we didn't push you aside. It's a collabo between the NDLEA band and the Gas Brigade of Guards. Thank you for bringing this mix of wonderful melody this morning. Thank you very much. Shall we rise now to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, represented here by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, as he walks in with the Chairman and Chief Executive of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa. The national anthem, please. While we are still standing, we'll take the national prayer. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our use the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. And we all say, Amen. Thank you very much. Let's be seated. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented here by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Distinguished Senator George Akume. Your Excellency, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, the service chiefs here present. Let me welcome the Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Justice, Barrister Beatrice Jadiagba, I'd like to welcome here the Chairman and CEO of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa. Let me welcome the representative of UNODC in Nigeria, Mr. Oliver Stolpe. Let me welcome the wife of the chairman of NDLEA, Hajia Munarat Marwa. I welcome you, Your Excellency. Let me welcome the heads of UN agencies, EU, from the American Embassy, British Embassy, members of the diplomatic corps, development partners, and our royal fathers here. I welcome all of you this morning. And so, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with pleasure that I welcome all of you to the 2023 World Drug Day with the theme, People First, Stop Stigma and Discrimination, Strengthen Prevention. Since 1987, when the UN decided to observe the June 26th as International Drug Day, Drug Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, the focus has been to strengthen action and cooperation as a means of achieving a drug-free society. And keying into this, in the last 29 months, NDLEA has arrested over 31,000 offenders, prosecuted over 5,000 people, and seized over 6.3 million kilograms of assorted drugs. Let's put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. They are doing this so that we can avoid such health impairments such as hepatitis, heart attacks, respiratory infections, cancer, and of course problems that can even lead to death, apart from those ones that can abort our dreams and shorten our lives. That is why I'm so happy that the children are here. Secondary school children that participated in the quiz, but the future is what we are here to secure. Let's put our hands together for these amazing children that are here today. So without much ado, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure that I welcome a man that has turned around NDLEA. In fact, the turnaround is so complete that even in 32 years, NDLEA now has a band. So in line with the band, what he has done sounds like sweet music to all of us. So without much ado, let me welcome here Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, the Chairman and CEO of NDLEA, to welcome all of us. Your Excellency, please.
His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, His Excellency Senator George Akume, CON, the Speaker of the House of Reps, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, ably represented by the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu, the Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Justice, Mrs. Jedi Agba, OON. Representatives of the heads of armed services and other law enforcement agencies, the Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, my younger brother Otumba, Shegun Rinshewe, OON, the Cause Marshal, FRSC, Dauda Alibiu, the DG Voice of Nigeria, another brother of mine, Osita Okechukwu, Director, MTN Foundation, Mr. Dennis Okoro, ably representing the chairman of MTN Foundation, representatives of other heads of MDAs, Your Excellency, the EU Ambassador to Nigeria, and other members of the Diplomatic Corps, the country representative, UNODC, Dr. Oliver Stolpe, Mr. Mark Hamilton of the National Crime Agency of the British government, Your Royal Majesty, Dr. Ado Ibrahim, CON, the Ohinoi of Agbera Land and Vice President, Kogi State Council of Chiefs, His Royal Highness, Shehu Chindo Yamusa III, CON, PhD, Emir of Kefi, His Royal Highness, Alhaji Abubakar Isa Kofo, the Humeji of Kotonkarfi, His Royal Majesty Obashagun Ayeni, the Olujimu of Ijimu, the former chairman of the EFCC, Hajia Farida Waziri, former chairman NDLEA, former Inspector General of Police Onovo, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now I've set the protocol, so other speakers can just stand on it to save time. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this occasion of the commemoration of the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. A special welcome to Mr. President, who is ably represented here today for attending this memorable event. We are gathered here to raise awareness about the grave challenges posed by substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking, and to reaffirm our commitment to combating this global menace. This annual observance serves as a stark reminder that substance abuse and illicit trafficking continue to have devastating consequences for individuals, families, communities, and society at large. It is a day when we reflect upon the lives lost, the opportunities wasted, and the potentials squandered due to the scourge of addiction to illicit substances. The United Nations has long recognized the need for collective action to address the multifaceted problem of illicit substances. It is a problem that transcends national borders and affects people of all races, ages, and backgrounds. It undermines social and economic development. Today, we stand united in our efforts, and we reaffirm our determination to work in cooperation with the international community to combat substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking. The theme for the 2023 commemoration is, I quote, "People First, Stop Stigma and Discrimination, Strengthen Prevention," unquote. It emphasizes the importance of prioritizing individuals affected by drug use, the imperative of combating the stigma and discrimination associated with drug addiction, and the necessity of enhancing preventive measures. It is a call to social action. This theme underscores the need to place human beings at the center of our efforts to address drug-related challenges and promote a more compassionate and inclusive approach. It highlights the importance of a comprehensive and integrated approach to drug control. By focusing on people first, we recognize that individuals struggling with drug abuse are not defined solely by their addiction. They are not the dregs of the earth. They are human beings with inherent dignity, deserving of understanding, empathy, and support. Hence, we must work to break down the barriers that prevent people from seeking help and foster an environment where they feel safe, respected, and encouraged to access the necessary treatments and interventions. A crucial part of this assignment is addressing stigma and discrimination in attitudes and practices that create additional hurdles for those seeking assistance. Our prejudices hinder their access to health care, employment, and social support systems. By raising awareness, educating communities, and promoting acceptance, we can challenge these harmful stereotypes and foster a society that embraces individuals on their paths to recovery. Furthermore, prevention plays a pivotal role in curbing the spread of drug abuse and its associated harms. Strengthening prevention efforts involves implementing evidence-based strategies, promoting early intervention, and providing comprehensive education to equip individuals with the knowledge and skills to make informed decisions about substance use. By investing in prevention, we empower individuals to lead healthy and drug-free lives. That way, we are helping to reduce the demand for illicit substances and ultimately mitigate the negative consequences for individuals, families, and communities. As we embrace the World Drug Day theme for 2023, let us join forces to stop the stigmatization and discrimination faced by individuals affected by drug abuse. Together, we can create a supportive environment that nurtures empathy, understanding, and recovery. By strengthening prevention measures, we can empower individuals to make informed choices and build resilient communities that prioritizes health and well-being. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency remains committed to the fight against substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking. We have intensified our operations, expanded our intelligence networks, and collaborated with local and international partners to dismantle drug cartels, seize illicit drugs, and bring the perpetrators to justice. In the past 29 months, 31,675 drug offenders have been brought to book, among them 35 barons. And so far, 5,147 have earned jail terms, with over 6,252 tons of illicit drugs seized. Some of the prosecuted offenders have forfeited their ill-gotten wealth to government. This is even as we continue to prioritize prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation, ensuring that those affected by drugs are given the necessary support and care that they need to rebuild their lives. To this end, NDLEA commissioned a drug abuse call center with a 24/7 toll-free helpline, 0800 10 20 30 40, to attend to individuals with drug challenges and their families. The center is manned by a team of professionals, including psychologists, psychotherapists, counselors, social workers, mental health specialists, and psychiatrists. These medical professionals provide support to people who use drugs and their family members without the fear of being judged or stigmatized, to facilitate recovery and manage social and emotional problems, thereby improving their quality of life. Aside from the call center, NDLEA has 30 counseling and rehabilitation centers across its commands. These facilities offer psychosocial interventions and reintegration for drug users. The agency, in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health and other stakeholders, is in the process of implementing the harm reduction interventions of the Needle and Syringe Program and Medication-Assisted Treatment, MAT, for opioid users. We also do not relent in our efforts to ramp up preventive measures. That is the purpose of the launch of the War Against Drug Abuse, WADA initiative in 2021. WADA is a crucial tool that facilitates the implementation of the National Drug Control Master Plan, NDCMP, 2021 to 2025. In principle, it is targeted at 3 groups: those who have not started using drugs, especially young people; those who are using drugs but have not started manifesting any physical symptoms; and those who are having problems as a result of drug use. This translates into a balanced approach to drug control. Since the launch of WADA, the agency has reached out to various strata of society through intensive advocacy targeting governors, governors' wives, religious leaders, traditional rulers, and social groups, amongst others. We have reached out to all 36 state governments and FCT with regard to the establishment and strengthening of drug control committees. At different levels in states, we have the State Drug Control Committees, SDCC, the Local Government Drug Control Committees, the LGDCC, the Ward and Community WADA Committees, and WADA clubs in schools. We also embarked on a massive awareness campaign to drive home the message. Since the launch of WADA 2 years ago, we have carried out sensitization programs in 734 secondary schools and 177 tertiary institutions. We have held 287 programs for out-of-school youths, 212 sensitization programs at worship places, 367 community programs, and 56 other programs to military and paramilitary organizations. To build the capacity of officers and also increase the workforce of professionals in the handling of people who use drugs, the agency has embarked on capacity building for staff. In 2.5 years, NDLEA personnel have participated in no fewer than 150 assorted trainings, both at home and abroad. We also have qualified staff with relevant qualifications in the areas of treatment, care, and support for people who use drugs. Law enforcement organizations cannot, however, win the war on illegal drugs by themselves alone. The task requires a collective effort involving all segments of society, including parents, teachers, religious leaders, civil society organizations, and the media. We all have a crucial role to play in educating, raising awareness, and fostering a drug-free environment. We have come to the realization that it is inevitable to unite our efforts, strengthen partnerships, and promote a culture of intolerance towards drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Today, as we commemorate the United Nations Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, let us recommit ourselves to our shared responsibility to protect our communities, safeguard our youth, and preserve our future. Let us stand together in solidarity, guided by the principles of justice, compassion, and respect for human rights. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to the success of this event and to our ongoing efforts against drugs. Thank you, MTN Foundation, for your unceasing partnership. To our stakeholders and international partners, please accept our appreciation for your support. Your dedication and support are invaluable as we strive for a world where every individual can live a life free from the devastating impact of drugs. On this World Drug Day, I call on us all to strive to eliminate stigma and discrimination. Only through collective action and a commitment to inclusivity can we create a future where the devastating impact of drugs is minimized and every individual has the opportunity to thrive. May this commemoration on this day inspire us to redouble our efforts and work towards a drug-free future. Thank you very much for listening.
We appreciate His Excellency, the Chairman and Chief Executive of NDLEA. As it steps down, can we put our hands together one more time? I just listened to him. It sounded more like State of the Nation address on drugs. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me also welcome here the Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture and President of the World Crafts Council Africa Region, Otumba Shagun Runshewe, OON. I welcome you. The chairman of NDLEA also talked about the immense partnership of MTN. And apart from Mr. Dennis Okoro that he mentioned, other people in that entourage is Honorable Reginald Okea, and of course, Mrs. Oduayo Sonya, the Executive Secretary of the MTN Foundation. I welcome you all. Very quickly, we shall be doing our goodwill messages, 2 minutes apiece. We are starting with the World Health Organization. Do we have a representative in the room? World Health Organization. Okay, while we wait for them, I'm sure ECOWAS is here. I'd like to welcome the representative of ECOWAS to please step forward for a short word, 2 minutes, goodwill message. Okay, Federal Ministry of Health, very strategic partner in the fight against drug abuse, working hand in hand with NDLEA. Do we have a representative from the Federal Ministry of Health? Okay, please step forward. Thank you. We welcome you. 2 minutes.
Good morning, all. Standing on the existing protocol, as directed by the Chairman NDLEA, I bring greetings from the Minister of Health on behalf of the Permanent Secretary, Engineer Funsho Adebi, and to also state that we are pleased with NDLEA and we are collaborating with NDLEA and other stakeholders to ensure that we strengthen prevention and discrimination. And also to state that the Minister of Health is also undertaking a lot of policy changes to ensure that we align with the aspiration of combating drug abuse in Nigeria. So on behalf of the Ministry of Health and the Permanent Secretary, we want to align ourselves with today, an International Day against drug abuse and illicit trafficking, and to say that we are in the same way addressing this menace, and we hope that all efforts will be geared towards discrimination and also strengthening prevention. So on behalf of the ministry, we want to welcome everybody and to say we are pleased to be here, and the ministry is also working to ensure that we also strengthen the area of education, area of enlightenment, area of prevention, in terms of also strengthening curriculum in schools to ensure that we begin to teach them and also be able to put them in the right mind and perspective to learn the implications of drug abuse. Among others is to also ensure that we also strengthen drug reduction and also supplies by having a tool that will also speak to how do we quantify some of the hard drugs or medicines that are used in the prevention of drug abuse. So thank you very much for giving us this privilege and wish us a fruitful duration. Thank you and God bless us.
Thank you very much. the representative of the Federal Ministry of Health, and he did exactly 2 minutes. I'd like to welcome Captain N. Friday, representing the Chief of Naval Staff, and AIG Shuayo Abduyari, representing the IGP. Do we have a representative here from NAVDAC? All right. Alhaji Jimo, Dr. Dimo is here from NAVDAC.
Your Excellency, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, the Chairman, NDLA, and other distinguished personalities present. This is a real privilege and pleasure for me to stand in for my Director General, Professor Mojisola Christiana Adeye, who is currently out of the country on official engagement. We are indeed very privileged, and it's an auspicious moment for us to pay glowing tribute to the human efforts and the phenomenal successes of NDLA under the indefatigable leadership of General Marwa, who we are extremely very proud of. And for those of you who are very conversant with the war against drug trafficking and abuse in Nigeria, you will readily acknowledge that it stands on a tripod, and NAVDAC is one of the tripods. And NAVDAC is working closely in concert with NDLA to rid the country of the headed problem of drug abuse and trafficking in the country. And my DG has assured that we continue to work in close concert with you, with Your Excellency, sir. What is happening at NDLA is a graphic illustration of what a transformational leadership can do under a very visionary leadership exemplified by General Marwa. And we're very proud to identify with this. So as I speak with you, the NAVDAC is also hosting other engagements celebrating in Lagos, so because we have to keep the flag flying all over the country. It is a great pleasure for me to be here. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jimo. Do we have a representative from NACA? NACA, Federal Minister of Education. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I am Mr. Wosu from Federal Ministry of Education. I'm here to represent the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, in the person of David Andrew Adejo, who would have loved to be here himself for the first time to witness this occasion. But because of his tight schedule, he could not make it. Hence, I was asked to come and represent him. Whatever I am going to say here is not my own words, rather should be attributed to the Permanent Secretary. I want to say that the Federal Ministry of Education has been in a very strong partnership with National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. And earlier before now, the ministry has put some strategies on ground to eliminate award. So right now, I am going to present in a very short moment the speech of the Permanent Secretary. I am highly delighted to be at this occasion of 2023 International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking with the theme, People First, Stop Stigma and Discrimination, Strengthen Prevention. I want to say that it's a great honor to me to be among the invited guests to address the issue of drug abuse among the youth and the school children in this country. First of all, I thank the organizers of this program, the Chairman Chief Executive of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, for the good work his administration has done so far in checkmating the activities of drug barons, as well as sensitizing the youth on the inherent dangers of drug abuse and other related offenses in Nigeria. Distinguished guests, as you may know that the youth alone constitutes over 70% of Nigerian population, and that may likely match the population of the entire Nigeria by the year 2050. The incidence of drug abuse is not a threat to individual lives, but also negates human capacity to tackle other social challenges like unemployment and the rapid population explosion, etc. This also includes endangering the country in the areas of insecurity, poverty, and corruption. Organizing a program of this nature where stakeholders and the youth come together to brainstorm over issues of national interest is a welcome development, as this will help to put the country on the threshold of proper coordination of Nigerian policies, strategies, and operational plans towards coping the menace of drug production, use, trafficking in a comprehensive, balanced, human rights-centered, and gender-responsive manner. In tackling the challenges, like I said before, the Federal Ministry of Education introduced some school-based drug prevention programs with the aim of increasing knowledge and keeping safe among school children and youth. Strategies adopted include infusion of drug education in relevant school subjects curriculum, approving drug-free club as co-curricular activities, and adoption of unplugged through ministry's collaboration with UNODC. Currently, you may wish to know that the ministry has given approval for the development of ministry's blueprints against social vices to enhance the capacities of school counselors in understanding the common strategies for handling such vices like illicit drug use, indecent dressing, sexual harassment, smoking, among others. In view of this, it is our implicit hope that before the year runs out, the document will be put to use. Meanwhile, I wholeheartedly commend and support this program, and once again appreciate NDLEA in her doggedness to make Nigeria a free drug nation. Thank you and remain blessed.
We need to appreciate him. He delivered two speeches.